What's up guys, back with another how-to video, and today is Hispanic hair. In the last video we did Asian hair, today is Hispanic hair. Today I'll be using the guards to complete this taper. And first we're going to start off by creating our first bald guideline. And I'm setting this in with my trimmers. These are zero gapped and modified. Some people have problems with getting a bald line out, but the key to getting a bald line out is this. Whatever you put it in with, you use the same thing to take it out with. So remember that when you're trying to erase a bald line. So I'm not fearful of me putting this in with the trimmers because I know the general rule is that I'm going to take it out with my trimmers. That is if I need to. So now I'm going to follow this up with a shaver, and I'm going to make sure this is extra clean underneath here. I'm only going up about 1/4 to a 1/2 inch underneath that line because I want to give myself room and contrast with the shaver, because the shaver gets it even closer than the trimmers. So as you see there, the lines created. So now I'm just gonna come here and I'm gonna erase any remnants of a line before I proceed. So the system you'll see me use here in this video is I'm going to create, but I'm gonna make sure I erase before I move on to my next step. So next step, I'm gonna start to put my guidelines in. So first guideline is gonna be with the lever open 1 inch. Now for the beginner, you want to make sure this line is even, because this is the basis of your fade. Everything else will be dictated off of this line, or really, to be honest, the previous line that you put in. Everything's going to be dictated off of the previous line. So now that line is in, I'm going to go ahead and put the one guard on, and the lever will be open. So essentially it's a 1 1/2, and I'm going to create another 1 inch guideline. And there you have it. So now you can see some of the distinctions between the lever open, the 1 1/2. So now we're going to erase this lever open. So I'm going to close my lever halfway, and I'm going to go up about 3/4 of the way into that line. And I'm going up. I'm keeping the clippers flush to the skin, and I'm elevating out. Almost a C motion. You can call it a C motion. Some people use a C motion, but the motion I use, it's, if you look at my hand here, it's elevating slightly off. Now I'm not exaggerating like a C motion, but I'm slightly taking off, sort of like how an airplane takes off. So now I'm gonna close the lever to where it's almost closed, and I'm going to go up about halfway into that line. And as you can see, I'm using the majority of the blade because I don't have any fear of raising the line. Now, one thing to remember for you beginners is that whenever you're trying to fade or take out a line, you have to remember that you need to go up high enough in the fade. I noticed, by the way, the lever is closed now, and I'm going to use the corners to buffer out anything that I see here. It's not much work that needs to be done, but I'm going to do it anyway because these are the steps that I do, and this is what you need to follow. So with the beginner, what I see a lot is, with beginners, they have a hard time with the fades and the overall balance of the fade. The problem is you're not going up high enough. So now I'm gonna put the one guard back on, lever closed. You see that's open, closed, and I'm gonna go up about 3/4 or halfway into this line here. And you're gonna see the contrast change from that line that's at the bottom. All right, and that's the one guard. So now the next step is I'm going to use the wall half. And I'm gonna open this about halfway. So the lever, see that's open, closed, and we are halfway right there. And I'm gonna go up about halfway into this line to smoothen out the blend here. And this half guard is gonna tie in this blend together. This is gonna bring it all together from this half position that I have it halfway open to when I fully close it. It's gonna tie the blend together. So now the lever, I'm gonna close it and go right underneath. And this should tie this blend all the way together. Now you can see there, blend looks really good through that portion. So now through this portion here, this is a 2. I haven't taken the hair down yet, but I'm gonna do that now. So I'm gonna use if you can see that, my 2 blade, and I'm gonna remove all of this bulk. Now I may have to come back and smoothen out anything that's at the top. All right. So now that bulk is removed, you see a little bit of weight at the top. So we're gonna use the wall 1.5 with the lever closed. And this should take out any of the weight here at the top. And I can hear the clipper cutting. It's not cutting a lot, which that's to be expected. It's just cutting a little bit, and that is exactly what I need. So now I'm going to put on the wall 1 guard with the lever open, essentially a 1.5, and I'm gonna go right underneath what I just did, just to smoothen out any dark spots that I see here. And once this is done, I can throw a line on this, and the blend will be finished. So remember, when you're fading, make sure you go up high enough when you're fading. I see a lot of people, when they blend in the beginning, their blends don't look symmetrical, they don't look proportioned enough, and that's because you're not going up high enough. So now that that's finished, I'm gonna throw a line on this. You don't wanna take the neck taper in too far, just a nice conservative line. Nice and simple. You don't want to take a neck taper line in too far because the grow back looks bad. This is the taper. I've got the line on there, very conservative. You can see it's nicely blended, it's even. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Not sure which ethnicity will be next, but definitely look out for it. It's been your man, I Do a Barber, signing out. I'll hop.